Oh yeah, do it.
All right, we should be live. Let's double check. What's going on YouTube?
What's going on
CVH and
YouTube?
I continue to find dumb things that just affect this stream in the worst ways.
If you work in IT, God bless you.
Yeah, we're
For
the
real.
worst. We're the reason. All
Yep.
right.
We're those tickets you don't want to see.
Yeah. Have you turned it off and on again? How do you do that?
Yeah.
All right. Move this keyboard out of the way. But yeah, uh, CVH and I guess we'll wait for a few people to pop in here. But I think the point of
Yeah.
this stream, that's mic audio.
I want to see if I can. Yeah.
Yeah, you look great.
Yeah, I'm checking out. I'm gonna leave a like on this stream.
Thanks, man. Yeah, so the reason for this stream is I bought a mystery pack of cards, essentially a mix lot, and figured that'd be fun to open on camera while we talk about channel stuff over the weekend. What's going on, Varanus? Good to see you, friend.
What is up?
Someone's
Oh my.
home.
No, he's leaving. He's going to the garage.
Someone's leaving.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Claude Alpha, good to see you, friend. The occasion this time is that I'm opening a mystery pack, and we just kind of wanted to talk about the play-in, how that's going, and kind of what the next potentially 4 to 8 weeks will look like, depending on how fast we want to rifle through this top 16.
Yeah. We can see what the people think.
Yeah.
I not like Zoom chat in. I've got it like the other monitor. I wish I could make it bigger. I guess there's no way to do that.
I have no idea. I know Ben was able to see it. I don't know what he did to pull it up. I think he was just viewing it on the same live thing that we were on.
No,
But
no, I am. I just wish I could make it bigger, like the font. You know,
uh,
but these contacts in my eyes are still getting used to it.
yeah, CVH without glasses. Never.
Yeah, never would have thought. But you've known me for almost
Yeah.
20 years, so you've seen me without glasses.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, in any actual like official capacity, like you're essentially blind. So
Not anymore. You
no,
know.
no,
Yeah.
glasses, the technology, it exists.
Mm-hmm. I'm still in week 1 doing the test, so it's like if you see
Claude's,
me blink, it's because I got shit in my eyes.
if you're
Still
trying to
watch.
avoid spoilers, it's probably gonna happen. I guess we won't talk
Yeah,
about
got
the
it. You should
result
probably go watch that real quick.
real quick. It's already at
Yeah.
1.5 speed. Just speed it up a little bit more.
Don't tell us not to spoil it.
Game
You're gonna spoil it.
game one. Game one's the long one. I'll put it that way.
Crazy. So when did you visit? Remember?
Yeah, that would have been well, no, after we got back from Disney, so that would have been middle of February, late February, I think.
Okay.
Because we
Yeah.
yeah.
It sounds like last weekend of February is right.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got a cold. I was like not feeling amazing while we were playing those
Yeah,
matches, and then
yeah,
I had barely recovered by the day. Like we recorded those commentaries for the plans a couple days later. So it's funny though, like they're finally getting posted in April 15th. Like those matches are almost 2 months old, and the commentary is even almost 2 months old. So it's fun to go back and watch.
yeah.
See what he
Clearly, I
said.
think Claude's actually the one who pointed it out. I uploaded the profiles backwards. So we were
Yeah.
supposed to do Declalos first and lead into jungle, and I think we made references backwards. So that's always fun. The joys of post production and the lack of me just never watching my content back. So it's about par for the course. But yeah, let's see if anybody else wants to hop in here in the next like 5 minutes or so. I figured we wouldn't get too many viewers. Gave very little announcement for all of this. So but if this works out the same way it worked with Ben, I'm gonna put this tripod right here in between where I am, and we're just gonna move the webcam over and take a look at what we got. I'm just
Oh,
really
you're not gonna get as many viewers as if I were popular YouTube personality Ben Rowe. I'm nobody.
I think like I mean we got Claude and we got a handful of Other guy, Yami Michael, was there for pretty much the whole stream. That was pretty cool to interact with him in a live capacity for the first time since Kaijudo. But
Nice. I'm enjoying the tripod setup here.
yeah, we're gonna put the webcam on here, balance it very precociously, and take a look at what we got. Um, but yeah, I think the majority of those viewers came from uh, Ben's channel, Garabon, and that was pretty cool. He put an announcement out that same night that I did, and Lee Sando stopped by. That was pretty neat.
Oh, nice.
Someone
He
had,
has no idea who I am, I think, but he was like arguably my first ever card game inspiration.
yeah, I think he was that for a
No,
lot of
looking
people, at least
back,
in Duel Masters for sure.
yeah, I mean, looking back, I think we can all agree that like those Water Dark decks weren't very good. But they sure inspired me going to
Yeah,
locals, playing hard worms
heck
and
yeah.
stuff.
Kirill was amazing, man.
I remember looking at those tournament reports and being like, "That deck is pretty cool," but like, what's he doing running Zagan Knight of Darkness? That just gets Kirilled. Stop it.
So it's
Stop it,
funny.
Lee.
It's funny because as soon as someone mentioned in the chat, someone said the name Zagan on in reference to something, and that's when Lee popped in, like his ears were burning.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that
Oh,
was
maybe
cool.
we just did it. We just did
Yeah,
the Lee Sando
is
bat
that
signal.
yeah? Zagan, Knight of Darkness. One of the one of the first few super rares I actually picked up. I remember because I was buddies with Andrew Hornbaker when we were kids, and him and I kind of got into Duel Masters about the same time. And that was one of the first hollows he pulled, and we had been playing. Uh, what game were we playing prior to that? I think it probably was Pokemon. And he was just kind of getting out of card games, and he just bought a pack of Duel Masters randomly because myself, Errol, and James and all them were getting into a little bit. And he bought one and pulled as a gun. He was like, "Is this card any good?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's a big double breaker. I think it was like set 3 at that point." He was like, "Do you want it?" I was like, "Yeah."
Nice.
So that's how I got my first again.
My first ever foil. God, it's hard to find. Let me see if I can actually remember the name of the card.
Oh God, what
I don't
set
know
are
if this card exists.
so
Um,
just fake foils?
gotta Google it.
I mean, I can probably rifle off all the supers really quick from
It was a
base set.
very rare.
Very rare.
I
So
think it was called
King.
Starmine.
Oh, yeah, Sea Mine. It was the 6 mana,
Sea
four
Mine.
thousand power blocker that can attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my first ever. I don't think I got it in my first pack, but it was in my first like couple packs. And it was the first foil I ever pulled. And like the art on that is sick.
Yeah.
I think the art of Sea Mine was actually one of the things that made me like, damn, this game is cool. Like I was pretty sure right out the gate that it was garbage because boy, it's really bad, but like looks awesome.
The first person I ever played in tournament was James Lloyd, and he had a mono water deck that was running King Depcon. What is it? Candy Cluster, Candy something. What am I
Did he
thinking of?
take a break? Because I always thought he played later in Duel Master's life. I don't remember him at the very beginning.
He wasn't it. So you talk about mono water like King Defcon. Like I think him because Errol was the original person who was running tournaments there, and then him and James, because we all went to the same middle school, high school. So Errol and James started hosting tournaments. Donald let them start hosting tournaments for Duel Masters because they both got into it pretty heavy, and it was after Evo that I got into it with them, and
Excuse
then
me. Sorry.
met you on happenstance after Yu-Gi-Oh stuff that weekend,
Yeah.
that fateful weekend.
I came over trying to be hanging out with the cool kids, and Jacob Taylor had some garlic knots or something. He was eating or maybe wings, and I was like, "Hey, can I have some?" He's like, "No, those are for my friends." I was like, "All right."
He's, he was a character, that's for sure.
Yep.
Yeah. Claude won
I was
the
11.
Claude won the latest IDC with Darkness Water. We were looking
Yeah.
at that deck. Might make an
But should
appearance.
we
Yeah.
can't we can't cut Hydru. We can't like play Hydrus and Water Dark aggro in season 3. Except maybe we could. Like we could probably just jam them both.
Could probably do it. I mean, we got 16 slots. There's definitely some room to cut. Dragons.
Oh yeah, that's getting retooled and relegated to the play-in for sure at the very least, right?
What are you doing right now? Because I can see it. It's on your screen. I'm basically
Oh
screen
sorry.
capturing everything
I
you
was
do.
bad. I was trying to see if I could pop out your thing so I could see you live like you intended, but
Yeah.
it's not meant to be.
I don't know that this is meant to be. I can't remember how I did this last time. Alright, we're gonna put this down. Everybody remembers this view where we cut the stream for like 2 minutes because I had to rerun the USB cable. It was like run behind the desk, so I had to move it so I could actually move it and pull it up front. So Ben and I had to cut the stream for like a few minutes. That was fun. Alright, let's see if that works. And it's looking like it might work. Oh god. Everybody knows
Lord.
everybody knows what to expect over here. It's fine.
I have no idea what's happening.
We're trying to get a good view of this package I've purchased. That's probably as good as it gets, perhaps. I need to be able to move this more in. There we go. The tripod very carefully. This is just not going well, is it?
Looks great. Ish.
Yeah.
Well, it did for a second.
It did for a second, and then everything tried to fall down. There we go. I think that'll do it. Alright. We have an envelope. And my feet. See if we can move that up just a tad. Good lord.
But okay, so back to the decision. I mean, should we play Water Dark Season 3 instead of Hydras? With Hydras? That'd be fun. Like, what if they got paired up early?
Well, I
Which
mean, I
one's
guess
better? I mean, Water Dark
yeah.
aggro just absolutely crushes, but
I guess it really just depends on how good Hydras does this season, right?
true. I mean, yeah, and also like how many if they played in the match, it would be like, hey, who's getting the most Aqua Surfers
Yeah.
shields, really?
Decks like that.
I don't know if you want to do a thing where like every deck that makes top 8 we should include in season 3 because we thought about that last time and then we didn't include Declotans or Pegasus technically.
Yeah. And I mean, I think it just comes
I
down
think
to like what we actually decide is good, right? Like,
yeah, but if I think if a deck top 4 is we just include it again just to do it.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
This is just the worst. I'm having a much harder time this time than I did last.
What y'all doing, chat? Someone say hi to me.
I got a peanut.
Any company? You do have a peanut?
It's a little stress reliever when I have situations like this. Alright.
Need it.
We got a package. Now, I'm very excited to open this. So I guess the story here is that your boy just can't stop collecting Duel Master cards. So I bought a lot. I talked to somebody. I'm getting very familiar with all the people who are selling Duel Master cards on eBay. And someone listed a lot of 50 unsorted cards, essentially rares, commons, uncommons, 2 promos, 2 very rares, 1 super rare, and 1 DMO1 pack. And it was like $25. And if you bought a lot of 5 of them, you could he would throw in either an extra super or an extra DMO1 pack. So I haggled with him a little bit, ended up getting 5 lots, and asked him to throw him a DMO1 pack. So now we're going to see kind of what we got in all of this. I've been holding on to this for about a week now. Just trying to find the right time to get online, and figure now is as good a time as any. We can talk about a few channel plans moving forward. Yeah, getting into this is not going to be as fun as I think. I'm going to pull this off camera just to open it.
That makes sense, Claude. Need to look at the deck more. But yeah, just get a couple surfers as hydras and we're good to go. Just get lucky. That's my motto.
I mean, sometimes that's all you need to be, right?
Yeah, most of the time.
Just win on variance the majority of the time.
I mean, if like the decks are roughly similar and you know how they play, and the players are very similar in skill, then there is only so much left. more bottom heavy deck than Hydrus. I mean, I love a good bottom, so
Yikes.
yeah. Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I would all right, so we're in. We're in. We got some plastic bags. Um, what was I gonna say? Yeah, if you really want to join the discussion, we were talking about the choice between Lost Souls and APOC on that Hydra or on that jungle match. Claude, if you want to hop into that, that's getting more comments than I think any other play we made from season 1.
It's got to be Soul. Got to be
Yeah,
by a
by
margin.
by
I don't
yeah
know
by
what kind of margin.
by a small-ish margin for sure, but I do agree. All right, so these
Small
feel
but definitive.
yeah. So let's see what we got here. We got 3 bags. I want to do the supers and berries last, I think. That's what we got. All right, so we got packs and stuff.
Yeah.
What do we got? Like some berries, cartage.
A lot of cartage.
Cartage should be, I mean, 250 essentially unsorted cards. That's a lot, red. So, yeah, figured roll
Who's
the
this
dice.
from?
Someone on eBay.
Nice.
We've got some sealed cards, what it looks like. Interesting. Oh, yeah.
Sealed cards.
Yeah,
Are these all legit? Or are we gonna get some?
I can't wait to find out. I mean, the way so messaging back and forth, I was not really assured. I didn't really ask, but the assumption was that these were all authentic Duelmaster cards. So, and they look like they are. So I guess we'll just start going through. We'll get to those in a minute. But trying to think of the best way to do this. So we'll just start pulling some stuff off the top here. All right. We're gonna start off with a Soul Gold. That's not great. Mysterious, good card.
Yeah, we love
All
Mysterious.
right, we're gonna 2-pile this. We're gonna be cards that are playable and cards that we'll probably not see play. Mongrel Man kind of fits in between, but he's gonna go over here. Smile Angler's a rare. I used to love this card. I think he's awful, but it just
Are these legit? I'm like getting a delay for the bigger screen, so I just want to know.
yeah, they're real cards. Yeah, seem real. I mean, everything looks right. They feel real.
Yeah.
Clone Factory. It looks like a lot of DMO4 stuff right now. Exploding Cactus. What were you gonna say?
Did you put Eureka Charger in the other pile? Was there a Eureka Charger, or did I not see that right?
No, Mongrel Man, Soul Gulp, Smile Angler, Clone Factory, Exploding Cactus, Bulgash Dragon, Lugia.
Trust you.
Heyo, that's a keeper right there.
Well, what number is that?
That would be number 275.
Ooh, we're almost at 300. Everybody, send us your Torcons.
Any language is fine. Aquaguard can go.
Other languages are even preferred. So
yeah. Oh, we're hitting the lottery with some Mysterioses here. Yeah. So, random rares is fun. I'm into it. Cupid Kolan is he'll go in the good pile. Kamikaze, where do we want him?
He's good enough, maybe.
I have dozens of them.
If you're looking for like things we actually need, yeah.
Yeah. Blasted.
There's like a pretty compelling argument for Kamikaze and like Fire Dark Rush.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, at that point, you just there's another 2-drop. I think it's a Xenopart. It's a 2-drop.
Yeah, it's Brad's Cutter.
Brad's Cutter, yeah. Good call.
No, because I really want to include I forgot the name of the evolution, but I tried to build a couple decks that I didn't send to you yet because they didn't look good enough. But I think maybe we include a Xenoparts burn.
Oh yeah.
Like
does it have the evolution in it? The Nimonex and
yeah, it's great. That's the one I was thinking of because like you go aggro and like you break a few shields and sort of like Hydro Hurricane, you just put them on like 2 mana, and like they have no way to answer the big boys. I gotta make the core of the deck actually strong first.
Can we talk about just all these 2-drop 3000 power water blockers that used to run rampant in our 74 card control decks way back when?
Oh, yeah, dude, we played so many blockers. Played a full grip of Madrillon Fish in everything.
Rickaboos Screwdriver was just feasting. Mega Detonator. That's a fun one, right?
Like, what should we do? We should play removal.
It's the one that gives everything double breaker if you discard cards.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah.
It's a rare. Hey.
Really bad, but
number 276. It's the real reason I invested in this lot was to see if I could pick up about a dozen Torcons. Golan Rios.
It's a shame this is a physical card game only because like Mega Detonator is one of those random spells that you could pick up off of like Babbling Book or something in Hearthstone that could actually be game defining.
Yeah,
Must be old because back in the day that level of variance would have just disgusted me, but now I'm like, yeah, it's pretty fun.
it's just anything to shake things up, right? I told
I like it.
everybody on the stream with Ben that I had been talking to a few proxy printers, and we're getting an English set of DM13. And I think that'll be a fun way to kind of maybe shake things up in season 3 if that's the way we decide to
Oh,
go with it.
it's gonna make me read things.
Hey, we're going to do the set review on the channel, and I've already got you slated for that, so clear a day in your calendar in a few weeks.
I'm not reading anything.
So this might just be worth like one of the lots on its own. Uh, Forbos is great, and a card that I
Wow,
also only have a single playset of. So
really?
yeah, yeah. The issue is, and CVH gets on me all the time because when I talk to him, I can just freely do it, but I talk about the cost of cards all the time because the shit just keeps getting more and more expensive. And you're
Likes
just
to
gonna
brag
get
to me
more and
about
get more.
his accidental investment in Duel Masters Gold.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I mean, that's CVH and I are gonna retire off of that one day, and we're just gonna go spend a weekend on an island because that's what you do with Duel Masters money apparently. But yeah, it's just all these things are like numbers to me because I'm constantly on eBay like scouring for lots like this just to try to get enough cards because at this point or we've got 20 fully complete decks ready to go, of course in various languages, which I know triggers you a little bit, but um just I live and breathe in the cost factor of all these things. Hey, Snorklaw, this is the anti mana burn card. So whenever your opponent causes a card to be put into my graveyard from my mana zone, I can return that card to my mana zone. And it's a blocker. All right, we've
Okay,
made
hear
it.
me out, Claude. Hear me out. Give me a second to formulate this thought. Okay,
Hey, Oracle Rush. Let's go.
getting there. Put up a card and I just got cars. Damn. Okay.
Put up a what? What are you doing?
Looked up a muscle charger and it gave me cars. Cars instead
Yeah,
of cards.
that makes sense.
I've got it. Got the strat.
It's a fun one.
Smile Angler. It's a 5-card combo, so you know it's gonna be good.
No one could see my face just there, but I rolled my eyes at you. I gave you the old Jim from The Office.
Got Smile Angler, Rumble Gate, Muscle Charger, Fists of Forever. It's only a 4-card combo. Here we go. Wait, Supersonic Jetpack. You need Jetpack. There we go. It's 5 cards. And
Oh
it only
wow, we
costs
got some
6, 7,
rares.
8, 14 mana. It's the Charger. You can speed attack your Smile Angler, kill the entire board, and bounce all their mana. Here you go. It's as good as it gets.
Hey, we got some decent rares in here. Look at that, a Royal Durian. And a Melnia.
Royal Durian.
These are so this is just okay, we're getting into commons now. But it looks like he threw in like some decent rares here. I mean, none of them are great, but still stuff that's essentially hard to come by. Photoside can go in the good pile for sure. Royal Durian, you deserve a spot. Angerswall, Gigabuster. These cards made it into our cube. At least some of them did.
Well, Claude says I can tell you when we did the bonus IDC with DM13, only half the people turned up. I mean, since it's between 2 to 4 of us that actually play these matches, we're obviously not really worried about turnout. But it
Yeah.
is a good point that if we're playing with cards that people don't know, they're probably less likely to be engaged with content that they also can't participate in. Because a lot of people who watch you English Duel Masters and either don't have DM13 proxies or really don't care to take
Yeah.
any time to get them.
No, absolutely. I know that for sure. And that's why I think it would be more of a if we're gonna like if we look at this DM13 set and it seems fun enough, I don't think we do a 16-man bracket. I think maybe we do like 4 decks that could utilize
Yeah.
a lot of the cards that would come from those sets and then just do it in like a very similar like play-in tournament fashion and just see what we can generate with that, especially after a set review. Like it's something I've always wanted to tinker with, and after I think it was Australia Duel Masters put that video out about trying to sign the petition to get Wizards to print it. Which, God love them. Um, I was like, well, I mean, how much would it be to just have a proxy printer get me a master set of everything? And turns out it wasn't crazy expensive. And I will definitely shout those guys out once I get the cards. So some of these cards came sleeved, and I got excited for a second. I thought maybe there was going to be some high value here, but looks like we're back on the train of just random commons and uncommons.
I mean, it was advertised as random.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a decent little pile of usable cards right here right now. So I'm very happy with the purchase at this point.
Did he almost put Melnia in unplayable?
I had it in there with like the rest of those rares and stuff that I picked up, like these guys that were at the start of the pile.
Okay.
I had it in that pile, and then things started getting worse. Crowinger.
Yeah. Is fine-ish.
Fine-ish. Just it couldn't cover the spot over Torcon in our water nature aggro deck, the tempo deck that just never hasn't made it into either season so far. Jewel Spiders. I'm talking about that card recently.
Could force Water Nature into season 3 like we forced Dragons in, but the problem is that we're seeding these, and if you put a bad deck in, it's going to be up against like one of the top 4 seeds and get absolutely crushed.
Yeah. All right. More common stuff. Future Slash. It's fun. Got a Pyro Fighter. I'm into that. Could always use more of those guys. All right. But not bad. Not bad. Some stuff that will get sorted nicely into all of the cards that we barely touch. But otherwise, out of that first little half pile there, we got some decently fun cards. Some stuff that'll end up in the cube, and otherwise some, cards that we see normally. Like the two Mysterios. Yeah, very big fan of those. So, all right. That's half the pile done. Let's find out what these things are. Oh, okay. So these are the structure deck for Metalwing Skytear, and I think the Darkness deck for Kokujo. I think that's what these are. I think this is just, or it's the 2-player starter, which is more than likely. Yeah, this is definitely, if this is all base set, this is the 2-player starter. Yeah, because it's Trihorn Shepherd. It's the rare in that. Yep. So we got a Bronze Arm Trap and a Holy All. Those are the good cards out of this. Yeah, some Lyra Giga. And look at these. This is crisp. That is a crisp Holy All. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Very cool. And I think in this one, I don't think Terror Pit comes in this. I don't think we get a Terror Pit, but I could be wrong. So I think Terror Pit comes in the Kokujo starter, but I think there's a good rare in here too. As I ruin this, this sat in somebody's closet for a long time. This stuff is sticky.
Ugh.
Yeah. If you were worried about maybe getting a PSA Holy All, I'd ruin that with the stickiness on my fingers already.
Gross.
Yeah, absolutely. So Draglight's the rare. More Bronze Arm Trap, which is good. Oh, okay, so there's no darkness in here. What's our other rare? Oh, Aurablast is a rare. Talk about Muscle Charger, cards that just kind of outplayed it.
Yeah, it's still not good. Well,
hey. Yeah, X-Boom would disagree. Yeah. These are some
terrible,
some mint cards, though. I tell you what, they feel good. My hands are a little sticky. Let's deal with that really quick. I brought a paper towel over just because I knew that this was maybe going to happen. Got some Bronze Arm Trap and some Lyra Giga and a Holy All out of it. Can't complain about that at all. Alright. Now we will go through the last half a pile and get to the good stuff. Say good stuff. This is already some decent stuff. Trihorn Shepherd. I wonder if there's any Raging Dashhorns in here for Gorbing. Another Bronze Arm
Jewel Spider in the. You didn't put Jewel Spider in unplayable, did you?
I did not. He
It's good.
is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
just making sure.
he's in here
I
somewhere.
was talking about it, so I didn't know what it meant.
Yeah. Another bronze arm trap. I can't complain. Take a fresh play set of those. Crimson Hammer. Look at all the bronze arm trap.
It's a whole tribe.
Fire cards that are fun. Looks like this is all base set stuff. Looks like he may have opened a couple of two-player structures here. So that's what all of these cards. These cards also feel very clean. Tornado Flame,
For
good or bad,
now.
good or bad, good or bad. Oh, there, I say that. That's a little rough. Someone set a drink on this one, I think. It's like a coaster mark. Dragalad, the perfect coaster. Yeah, there's another Aurablast. Crimson Hammer. Yeah, this is like multiple two-player structures. It looks like
Nice.
it's fun.
This is really nostalgic.
Yeah,
Cards, like a lot of them, the base set ones, just take me back to when I was first, opening these and looking at them when I was a kid,
yeah.
so young.
Base set was a fun set, man. Like, what a oh hey, there's a hollow in here that I don't think was supposed to be in here yet. Got the Rothus the Traveler from the two-player structure, I think. Put you over here with the
Nice.
Torcons. Now we're back to random set assorted stuff. Yeah, if you guys want to really dig back in the channel, CVH and I put together base set decks, 40 card base set
Lord.
decks, and played an almost hour-long match for just a single game. And
I'm down to explore alternative formats like that again, but maybe not that one in particular.
no, that one was a drag for sure.
You won't find Soul Swap in there. Yep, doesn't look like it.
Nah, highly unlikely. I mean, the Royal Durian was the newest card that was in there. I think that's a DM11 card. Lara Gigas, which I'm a fan of. You always got to check the Giga for the little pink promo stamp. Never know if someone knows what they got. But that being said, if you see someone who's just trading stuff in bulk lots and you see a little purple promo, tell the guy what he's got before you take him for it.
Yeah, that's exactly what you would do, right?
Absolutely not. I was talking to the guy about the Galzor, and he had no idea what he had. Told him what the price of it
Did-
was on average. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I had no idea." And then he just stopped
You told
messaging me.
him?
Yeah, I told him what it was worth.
Okay.
Yeah, but then he just stopped messaging me. It like fell off a cliff, and I have no idea what happened to him. I was trying to buy it from him for essentially what it was worth. All right, so we got some good cards in here. A lot of Lyra Gigos, a lot of two-player structure deck cards for sure.
Yeah.
But a set of bronze arm trap and almost a full set of holy all in very mint condition. I'm a fan of. There's your jewel spider. I think there's another one in
Thank
here
you.
somewhere. Kashak, we
We're
were
building
talking
it.
about that card. That's fun. There he is. The Royal Durian. Yeah, not bad at all. I'm stoked about the Forbos. That one's
Anything to hold your drink in place in a drag light. Are you saying it's a coaster?
someone used it as one, I'm very positive. Alright. So we are gonna put these aside and now we're gonna take a look at what shiny cards we got out of all of this. Alright. Let's see if I can do this without necessarily saying we can do it via surprise. I wonder where he went shopping. Savings we're celebrating at the food club. Cool. Local grocery store, perhaps. All right. So these should be. There should be 10 promos, 10 very rares, 5 supers, and then we got 6 packs of DMO1.
Ow.
And we may even open one on camera. just to make sure that these are authentic. Because we've fallen
Probably
in.
for the best.
They feel good. They feel correct. After opening so many fake DMO1 packs, these actually feel like legitimate packs. So we'll open one of those just to be sure here in a moment. We'll take a look at what we got. So let's see if we're going to get Varies or Supers first. Let's see if I do this from the right direction. All right, so it looks like we're on Varies first. So Aqua Ranger. It's it's an interesting boy from DMO8, I think. That's Dragons. So let's see. Oh yeah, he can't be blocked and he goes to the hand. He's basically just a very expensive what's that one card? Aqua. Oh my god. Can't think of the name of it now. The 3 cost 1,000 one that came from the base set.
Oh, Candy Drop.
No, Candy Drop is the unblockable one. I'm talking about the
No.
liquid person that goes back to the hand.
Aqua.
Aqua.
Soldier.
Aqua Soldier. Thank you. Good call. Good pull. Got a King Mausolean, a very expensive Aqua Surfer that double breaks, is not a shield trick. Jack Viper, a card I wish so badly to be good. Ooh.
Gotta be away.
Megaria. Not a bad one. This is a card I've never owned a full playset of. Makes everything and makes every single creature in the battle zone Slayer, including your opponents, which can lead to some pretty obnoxious interactions. Bolzard, the homie.
Homie
Legila.
Bolzard.
So Legila's fun, right? Evolution's coming to the battle zone tapped. Kind of want that to be a little bit better than it is.
Yeah.
Labile, the untappable blocker. We were talking about this card on one of the matches we just watched the other day. We recorded. Makes everything huge. Spinning
I
two.
like the idea of Megaria.
Right? Like it's another one of those cards that's just never really had a place. But maybe you can spin something together with it. Thorny Mandra. So 10 very rares. And again, happy with the pulls here. Jack Viper's fun. This Megaria I'm also a fan of. This means I have 2 in English now. So might be worth jamming in something if we get around to it.
Yeah. I think there are ways.
where there's a will, there's a way. All right, so now we should have.
It's like it's big. It's big on curve, and it's annoying for control to deal with, and it like makes it really obnoxious for. I mean, if you're an aggressive deck with tiny boys, they're trading their stuff in, and it really doesn't feel good.
Yeah. So let's
So
see
great
what's
against
next.
Elzonius.
Are we gonna have a promo or a super rare? Looks like promo's next. So there should be 10 of these boys. So Aminus, which is a fun one. Again, a card that doesn't see a lot of play. Very early promo in the way the game was kind of structured. We got this one, and we got a darkness one that did the same thing, but for light blockers. Dino Mantis. This is actually my 4th Dino Mantis now, so we can maybe jam this in something. Says each of my other creatures in the battle zone that has 5,000 breaks 1 more shield. So kind of cute in a Megabug deck. 5 cost 7,000 double breaker. Already pretty good on its own. Can make your other big things more deadly. Ooh, shiny photo side. I'm into that a lot. I know we were jamming one of these promos in a deck in season 1 in one of the control decks. Having a second one is nice. Nightmaster, Atari promo. Hey, shiny bronze arm tribe. I'm for it. I wonder if he threw all the Atari promos in here. Let's see if we. All right, we're on Twitch Dive. Sure. That card is not great. Explosive Fighter Yukon, the March 2004 version. I think this was one of the mall promos. Or no, maybe it's the Kedada one that's the mall promo. Can't remember. There was like 3 Yukon promos that came out all within the span of like the same year. One for the mall tours. I think Toys R Us got one, and then there was a JDC one. And I'm never sure where this one actually fits in. Brigade Shell.
Interesting.
I actually have a sealed pack of these from Comic Chess. Little sealed pack of 8 Brigade Shell Qs. The underlooked survivor. Yeah, whenever a survivor attacks, reveal the top card of my deck. If it's a survivor, you can draw it. Otherwise, put it in the graveyard. Ayo, more worms. Love to see it.
More
I have
worms.
so many of these. I think I've got close to 30 or 40 of them. And this should be
Lord.
the last promo. Another Rothus. All right, so we ended up getting one more promo than advertised, which is kind of neat. So, into that. And that means we should have... Ooh, there's 6 cards in here. So it looks like our friend on eBay threw in a few extra cards for us. Maybe on purpose, maybe
Yeah.
not. We'll leave him a good review either way. I'm very pleased with how this lot's going so far. Alright, Shuka. That is the structure deck from DMO6. It was this one, and you had a Carmelia structure deck. So it looks like we got an additional promo. So 2 additional promos, all things considered. So then these 5 should be the 5 supers. Remuel, Cloudbreak Elemental. Ooh, Laville, Seeker of Catastrophe. This is a fun card. I remember you opening this on your birthday one year. I remember
So
everybody.
specific.
I remember everybody got you some packs of DMO6 for your birthday. We were over at your house, and G ended up handing you one when everything was said and done, and you opened it, and it was Laville, and that was probably like the best pull of the night.
Love that you remembered that.
So I remember it because she was stoked.
Makes
Hey,
sense.
that's a really good one. I am a fan of that. I've only ever had one Aqua Sniper, so this makes for number 2. That's pretty cool. A card that again is very doesn't see as much play as you think it might. Roaring Greathorn. Not the best, but fun in the cube for sure. Just a big boy. And our final super rare. Everybody want to take a guess? What do we think?
God, I don't even know.
Or I guess it looks like
Someone
we're
in chat.
dealing with sets 1 through 6 right now. So, what set do
Okay.
you think it's from? Let's go that way.
Is it a very or a super? Do we know?
It's a super, or it should be a super. So we got 2 from base set, 1 from Stompatrons, 1 from Shadow Clash.
Death Liger?
Death Liger. All right, he's going for a base set. And the winner is... Heyo.
Oh no, the worm. Ah.
Someone's been
Classic.
watching. I'd say someone's been watching the channel. We never uploaded that. I built a worms
Oh, yeah.
deck. Yeah, and that was I bet some amount of money that didn't matter to either of us in the grand scheme of things that worms was gonna beat Phantomac. And I was very wrong.
You got on worms versus like the Bark Whip Lancer deck, because I'll run it back against worms with something that's a little worse.
I think Barkwood Lancer just also has the advantage. Like
What
it has
would you
like
play worms
legitimate.
against?
I don't know. Your the casino deck.
I'm down. I'm so down.
Best of 5 casino.
Wait, the bad one or the worst one?
I don't know. You pick. I think they're both
I don't know
terrible.
if you have don't have enough invincible spells to play the one with cosmic darts.
I do actually. So
No.
when you and I were talking about it, that was another eBay pull where I was like, "How much is a set
Yes,
of
dude.
Invincible Abyss?" And it was like a play set of 4 of them was like $20. I was like, "That's easy money."
Let me retool that deck to include Fortress Shell now. But yeah, it's gonna be quite degenerate. I'm definitely playing at least 12 invincible spells.
Cool.
Sure.
Sounds great. All right, so I'm not going to open up the Earth or the Rothus because I'm not sure if I have sealed versions of these with the pack art on them. But what are we feeling? 1 through 4. Who gets the open here?
4.
4. So this is this 4 or is Death Liger 4?
I think. Jeez. First one you said. Yeah.
Mighty Shatter.
Yeah.
All right. So really, the only reason we're opening this on camera is to make sure that they're not fake.
Because opening packs is fun.
Yeah. Opening packs is fun. Get some of the ASMR really quick. I'll shut up.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if they could hear that, but I can't.
Yeah. All right. So I'm not quite sure where they put the hollow in these packs, so I don't even know what I'm supposed to like fade to on the back, so I'm not even going to try that. I know we screwed it up in a future pack opening video, but we got our puzzle piece. Start there. Ooh, Laser Wing. That's also a rare that I don't think I own any of outside of the one in the singles binder. Laser Wing
Really?
is, yeah, it's awful. Choose up to
Yeah.
2 of your creatures in the battle zone, and they can't be blocked this turn. And that card
It
costs
costs
5 mana.
5. My
Alright,
goodness.
so if there's a hollow, I think it's going to be behind this Laser Wing. Okay. Alright, so we're just going to go down the pack now. Moonlight Flash. Bone Spider. And these cards do feel authentic. I do want to put that out there. So I think we did well. Aqua Soldier. There's the boy. His ears were burning.
Oh, yeah.
Got Wandering Brain Eater. Brawler Xyler. Eye Reviver.
Let's build
Bullets.
Valdios.
Ultimate Force. Now, you could have convinced me that this card is a rare.
But it's not. It's just the Kaijudo equivalent that was a rare.
Are we sure about that? Is Ultimate Force not a rare? Can you look that up really quick?
Looking at it. You looking at it?
I am looking at it, but now I'm not sure if these cards are fake or not. Because you could have convinced me, like gun to my head, that Ultimate Force was a. Is it a common? Wow, had no idea. I thought this card was a rare.
But
in
Mana
Duelmasters
Storm.
also.
No, Mana Storm's a rare, but Ultimate Force is common.
How about it? Spiral Gate and Bone Assassin. All right. That's it.
Yeah, we did it. We made it.
Not a bad lot, guys. I am a fan. All right, let's
Solid. Some good stuff.
See if I can get this camera set back up to where I don't look like an idiot. All right, let's see what we got. Heyo.
Hi.
Hello.
Doing?
Living, man.
Some good openings.
Yeah, pretty stoked about this lot. I think as we go, we'll probably open a few more of these in the future. I think that'll be fun. I like opening packs, man.
Yeah.
Brings back the memories.
Too.
Next time you come down, we'll have to do some more of that. But yeah, guys.
Save a couple for me.
Yeah, whenever you make it down this way. Or if I end up coming back up there again. But yeah, thanks all for everybody who stopped in to hang out. I think what I wanted to put out there before we cut this live stream is that we've got play-in finals. So for those of you who haven't watched it yet, I'm talking to you, Claude. Cover your ears for a few moments. Jungle versus Firewater or Water Fire Rush in the finals. That will be going up on Monday, so 2 days time from where we're at right now. And then I think what we're going to do is post the deck profile for top 16 for Foul, and then we're going to do the match for the game that wins the play-in tournament versus Foul. So it just kind of the schedule just kind of worked itself out well, doing these as 3 uploads a week to where we can just kind of lead into top 16 and then continue on with deck profile match over the course of the next couple of weeks. And then I think as we gear towards the end of May-ish, we'll start posting these a little bit more frequently, probably jumping back into the same schedule that we were on with Season 1, where it was profile match over the course of 6 days, just to try to up the engagement as we gear into top 8. And then, yeah, moving on to hopefully a season three, depending on what
Yeah.
Christian and I come up with over the course of the next couple of weeks, months, as we continue to dive into this meta that continues to feel really good. I'm having a lot
Yeah.
of fun with it still.
Me too.
So yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out. For everybody who's here, appreciate you all stopping by.
Love
Purtis,
y'all.
yeah, Purtis. Sorry if you showed up a little late, but we're getting ready to cut the stream. If you want to see all the cards we opened, you can go back and do that. Got a couple Torcons out of it, which I'm very happy with. Don't know. Would have liked to have seen a few more, but we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it.
Just bummed about the Torcons.
Just I I figured because in his he's got the final thought on this before we cut the stream. In the listing for it, he had like just a pile of 50 cards and then just two random berries, two supers, and or a super into promos, and that was just a lot picture. It was just one picture, like you know, just like all lot pictures are. You never know what you're gonna get, and try to get a little bit of intrigue by posting something that's worth more than what you're posting it for. And on the top of it, he had a Draco Dance totem, but then under it, you could see the 2 cost 1,000 power and the slight like edge of this little shield trigger right here, and that was the instant like let's do it. Let's see how many of these
Yeah.
I can get. So
It was like 2. Yeah.
yeah, that's all I needed.
Every
All I needed.
every day, thousands of Torcons sit unattended in people's attics and closets,
It's a,
unplayed for 2 decades. You
it's a
can
shame.
end world Torcon hunger by sending all of your Torcons to Earth Power.
Do you want me to play in the arms of an angel? Just see if I can cue
Yeah.
that up really quick.
No, don't do it.
Yeah, man. I think the goal would be by the end of my lifetime to have 1,000 of them. I don't know how realistic that is, but Ben,
Almost a third of the way there, and we're almost a third of the way dead, so we're on track, right?
Yeah. Now that Ben, it's morbid. Now that Ben knows I'm after him, every time he hits up storage bins, he pulls out any of them that he finds. So I think now every couple of months he'll have a lot of maybe a couple dozen, if so, just to send my way. And now that I know that Japanese Mercari exists, I'm gonna hop on there and see if people want to pay for shipping to get it over here and see what happens. So, yeah, guys,
What was I drinking? I was drinking a protein shake, but it's gone. Claude.
crushed it.
Yeah.
And I'm drinking pink water. All right, guys, we'll catch you next time. Thanks for stopping by, and stay tuned for more play-in and bracket tournament season 2. Thanks for hanging out. See you next time.
Each.